storm. And what the? Oh, it's fine. I'm just not very close to the mic. Hello! Why is it so weak? I don't know. I don't get it either. Hold on. I have too many things and my desk is too... I need to... I gotta move. I need to get out of this. Hello, opinions. This is your overlord speaking. How are you doing today? Hello, everybody. I'm gonna schedule. I love following a schedule. I don't like it when I have to follow. Other people don't account. Schedule good. Specifically for the way my a good schedule is one that has uninterrupted segments of the same thing. And then long interrupted segments of absolute. That's the only true way. Hi, sausage. The only true way to live is in extremes. You either sit for 10 hours doing the same thing, or you bed rot for. Now in between, I don't believe in small bursts productivity. It's like, okay, if you think about it, it takes me like a minute. It takes me like a minute to get into whatever I'm doing. You know, you gotta like focus and pay attention. Gotta like get into the momentum. And it takes me a minute to get into things, and then it takes me a minute to like get out of that headspace because I'm focusing. So if you take a lot of breaks, there's a lot of breaks. If you have to switch tasks often, I spend a lot of time just like in between. Hi, Alistair. How are you feeling today? I'm a little bit. I'm doing okay for the most part. I'm doing pretty well. But I'm also a little bit sad. I think I have. Yesterday was like, okay, I gambatted really hard, and now I'm exhausted, tired, my brain's. And today is like, oh, it's over. I'm going through the stages of grief of hosts doing, which I always do. This always happens. Highs are very high and my lows are very low. And there's no really an in between for those things. There's only like, okay, I'm doing a thing, yay! And oh, thing is over. Static, sadness, recovery. I've been realizing that I live my life in extremes, and I don't think I'm someone who can live like more balancedly, more in a more balanced manner. I think this is just how I am. Which sounds a little bit defeatist, but honestly, I think it's fine for my situation specifically. I just don't fit into the normal, into the common progression of life. I get like that sometimes when I have myself up to do something. Yeah, it's like I have to, in order to do things, I have to like be really into them, and I have to hype myself up really high, and then I crash afterwards, pretty badly. But that's just how like it works. That's just my brain's method, I guess. It doesn't really fit into like the way that the normal rhythm of life works. You know, you're supposed to get up in the morning and go to work and pretend to work half your day and do real work the other half of your day and then go home and do it again the next day. I can't really function like that. I'm more of a I will do everything now all at once, and then I will go into a hibernation state, and then I will return and do everything all at once all over again, and then go back into hibernation. So it's a little difficult to find accommodations for that, but that's just how my brain works. This is then I feel a sense of accomplishment, and then it's like, what do I do? I've got nothing to do. I'm not like that. When something is done, I feel a sense of accomplishment, but also like I'm already thinking about the next thing. But like I said, I do many things all at once up to the deadline, and then the deadline is completed, everything is completed, and then I crash. Nama-chan, nani ga suki? Today I'm eating tea biscuit. I had tea biscuits today. I had tea and biscuits because we're still out of coffee, which is not helping my situation by the way. Just do the bare minimum paid by, not by the hour. I can't have a normal job, so that's not gonna work. I can't do that. I can't. I'm not someone who can have a normal job. I can't work like 9 to 5. I can't do that. So I actually really struggle to understand how people go into their jobs every day and then do like just work, like do whatever work and then go home and are done. I don't get that. I'm like for I'm not suited to work like that. I can't do it. Makes me miserable. Hi, Paper Heart. So British tea and biscuits. Well, I've been watching a lot of Black Butler, so I guess I've been feeling a little British coded. Hi, Shayna. It's mind-numbing to do 9 to 5. Yeah, I mean, we've been known. It is pretty mind-numbing work, but being very autistic, I've realized that there's no way that I can have a normal like office job or like a corporate job or in any way. I need to be extremely independent, and I need to be allowed to work at my own pace, and I can be very hyper productive, but I have to be left alone. So for the money and everything about anything show responsibility to the higher ups, I can't function like that. Can't function like that. I can't work just for the money. It actually tanks my quality. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's most people, they can go to work and do a job they don't really care about, and then they get money, and then they get to do the things that they like, and they're fine with that. And I commend you for that. It's It's really, I wish I could do that. Genuinely, I'm very jealous. Me, if I have to spend like a portion of if first of all, I can't function in a normal schedule. I'm basically a zombie in the mornings. I can't get up early at all. I have a sleep disorder. I have a sleep disorder. I can't function in the mornings. I can't work mornings at all. I can't be in an office. I can't do it because of sensory issues. Like the lights bother me and the noise bothers me, and having people around me is it. I say it bothers me. It's painful. It's physically painful. And I can't handle it, and I can't deal with authority. I get very triggered. I get very triggered if like a manager is like, just do what you're told. I will get violent. Unfortunately. This is the reality of being like very mentally ill. I will get violent if a manager scolds me. And so there's no way I can have a normal job. It's just impossible. I've tried. Here's the thing, right? I've been doing school. And my quality of life tanks really sharply. Like, I can force myself to do it for a little bit, in small amounts. So, like, having a part-time job, I can do it for a little bit. And then my quality of life starts tanking really, really fast. And then we go to that hospital. And they say, you have to stay overnight. Because we don't trust you by yourself. And, yeah, that's how it goes. I can force myself to do it, but at what cost? Everything. It costs everything. I have been doing school, and I've been pushing myself really hard to finish my education. And I'm only doing like a small amount of school. Nemuri needs hugs. I hate being touched. Do not touch me. I've been doing school, right? And I'm on a reduced schedule, and I have a bunch of accommodations so that I can do school. But by the end of this past semester, I was not doing well mentally, physically. And the next semester is gonna start in like 2 weeks. Now it's gonna be a doozy. Handpads, okay. Handpads are okay. You can redeem a handpad if you wish. I put them there. Okay. By the way, thank you for the daily blood. It was me as usual. I don't remember if I said so. I don't know. It's hard to explain exactly why. It's like being a frog. And when I work from home, I'm in my pond, right? I'm in my pond. I'm moist. I'm comfortable. I can do my froggy things. I can croak. I can hop. I can leap. I can be a frog and be happy. But then if I have to go to school or go to work, I have to go outside of my pond where it's dry. It's dry. And I just dry out. gradually but surely, until I can no longer exist and I'm dying and I have to go back to my pond, or I will die. I need to be in my pond in order to be able to frog. Frogs cannot survive in the shore. Must live in the pond. I too am that way. It's a pretty good analogy. Thanks, I just came up with it. Damn, I'm very anxious about this next semester because we're gonna do internships, hopefully. We're gonna do internships, and I already informed everybody that all of the responsible teachers that like I cannot do all of the hours of the internship. Like they have like a internship. The internship is basically like a full-time job, right? And I've already informed all of the professors in charge of the internships that like I have a 60% disability rate. I cannot work 100% of the hours. I can only work 40% of the hours. Please and thank you. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I pay but not fully. Internships are not paid. Internships through the school are not paid. It's just suffering. I'm actually paying to go on internship. I'm paying tuition to take this internship, by the way. I'll be okay, Nemo-chan. I hope so. I hope so. I don't know. Not caring for anybody. You look quite huggable. Why does everyone want to hug me? I hate being touched so much. But hi, Reverie. Welcome in. No hugging. Like it. Last person who tried to hug me got kicked in the nuts. Apprenticeship programs usually pay. This is through university. Here's a flower. Sorry, I'm a difficult woman. Find a job in life, and that is brilliant. I tried working in shopping malls for 3 months and had enough of my permanent job and went back to construction sites. I will not find a job. Here's the reality of the situation. I kind of have to make my own job. I have to be self-employed because I'm not going to find a job that will hire me with all of the accommodations that I legally need in order to work. So I have to make my own job. And I do have my own job. I made my own job. I'm a freelancer. I do okay for now. There's not a lot of job security or stability. I still depend heavily on a lot of other factors. But, I'm managing. Yeah, it's an internship. So in my university course, in the last semester of the last year, you can do a project, final project, or you can do internship. Final project is for people who need to build their portfolio. But because I have been working as a freelancer for, I think, like 3 years now, I already have a strong portfolio. I don't need a project to build it. So I want to do internship so that I can get, you know, work experience. And hopefully get hired more. But it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be a struggle. I'm very lucky that I've already done, so there's usually you have to do internship / project and like classes. I'm very lucky that I already finished all of the second semester classes. So I only have one thing left to do. There's a meeting soon with all the teachers to discuss this, and I'm gonna have to attend, which is gonna be. But I went back to the construction site as long as I could tolerate the people I work with, and they respect my boundaries. I'm good. Yeah, that's great that you found something that works for you. My grandfather was a they used to be called master of construction. He was basically an overseer and like the specialist on construction sites. And you know, growing up, most of my family on that specific side worked construction sites on and off. You know, growing up until they found careers of their own, and even after that, most like my dad was an electrician, which is also a tradesman skill. I have nothing but respect for people who do trade work for a living. To be honest, and as someone who loves to build shit, I love assembling IKEA furniture. I thrive on it. Every time someone has an IKEA piece that is complex with difficult instructions, they ring me up and they're like, "Nemuri, I have the job for you." And I love it. I love building I love building I love building IKEA furniture so much. It's like a bigger Lego. No, Lego sucks. I don't like Lego. It's like a bigger puzzle. It's like a bigger 3D puzzle. I love puzzles. I don't like Lego. I'm a different type of autist, sorry. I don't like Lego. It's too freeform. I don't like it. You could set up a business where you build people furniture. Why would I do that when I'm about to finish a degree in art and design? That wouldn't be very lucrative, would it? Especially for someone with a degree. I'm just gonna keep doing the thing I studied. I'm gonna do the thing that I studied for, which is I'm gonna keep doing art and design work as a freelancer. I'm not looking for career advice. I'm just explaining how I don't fit into the like 9 to 5 job world. It's not gonna happen for me. Side hustle could charge $30 an hour easy. You cannot charge $30 an hour for anything here. $30 an hour is crazy. Dude, $30 an hour? That's like you would be like in Portugal, $30 an hour is an insane amount of money to make. You know, minimum wage here is like $4.70 an hour. That would be enough. That would be like insane. $30 an hour is crazy. For 70? I think so, yeah. Minimum. I think it raised. Recently. Oh, it's $6.71 now. Assuming a standard 40-hour work week. $6.71. Still 50 in the UK. I'm not in the UK, I'm in Portugal. I'm in Portugal where we have free healthcare, free everything. I'm about 15 hours an hour at the moment. So a little bit above minimum. Slightly above minimum wage. That's nice. Like if you get a good starting job here, you'll make about 1.2k a month. 1,200 euro a month is like a really nice starting job. Most minimum wage jobs pay 800 to 900 a month. Except minimum wage jobs here never give you full time, because if you hire someone full time, you have to pay them 14 months a year. It's just how the law works, so it actually ends up being a lot less than that. But you know, everything is free in Portugal. Like medication is very affordable. Healthcare is free. If I need to hire a lawyer, it's free. Through Social Security, I get because I have really high disability, I get to as well. I will start getting them. They owe me so much money right now. The high that I'm going to get off of getting my Social Security payments all at once is gonna be insane. I'll try not to spend it all on dumb shit. I'll try not to spend it all on dumb shit. So everything is extremely expensive, especially with non-insurance. You might not want to move here because we currently have the worst rent crisis in Europe. So maybe it's not the best time to move here. You like living there? I like the city that I live in. I like the city that I live in. I don't like that rent is crazy. In the UK, we get PIP, which is personal independence payment, a form of social security due to autism and ADHD. Yeah, here we get the social inclusion payment, which is financial support for the expected like extra cost of disability, you know. It's expensive to be disabled. So they anyways. Some greedy landowners for it really is. It really, really is greedy landowners' fault. I had a bunch of issues with my landlord lately, and we're trying to. But everywhere is very expensive. For reference, the average rent cost is higher than the average wage in Portugal right now. So that's it's pretty bad. They're trying to implement rent control in a bunch of places. It's definitely the greedy landowner's fault. I live in like a dilapidated shoebox. I live in the back rooms if the back rooms was an attic. And I pay a lot of money for it. I live is more expensive to rent than get a mortgage for a house. Here too. It's more expensive to pay rent to get a like a loan to buy a house. That's the truth. But I'm not in a position where I can buy a house. I'm not in a position where I can buy property, you know. Because my income is very inconsistent due to being a freelancer. It is just what it is. You know, someone has a property that makes a good price. So here's the thing, though, I don't want to leave the city. I don't want to leave the city, and so there is no such situation. I don't. If I wanted to go live out in the sticks where I'm from, I can buy a house, kind of no problem. It would be easy. There's plenty of land available. The loan would be really cheap. Everything would be super affordable. But I refuse to live out in the sticks. I want to live in the city because community is here. My work is here. Everything is here. And I want to stay here. I like it here. So I refuse to move. I refuse to move. I will sooner firebomb a landlord's car than move back into the countryside. Oh God, for real. In Minecraft and Roblox, during a D&D session. But no, you can always count on like city being like, cause I don't need to have a car, right? The thing about living in the city is that you don't need a car. You don't need a license. You don't need like, you can get your groceries delivered. You can get your public transit for cheap, and you can get everywhere, and you can go meet your friends, and you can like, there's a bunch of like free things to do in the city. The city is free. The city is expensive to rent in, but the city is very free to live in. There's massive public gardens and parks and free events happening all the time. There's art markets and like food festivals and everything. And there's a lot to enjoy in the city. There's absolutely nothing in the countryside. Nothing happens there. I don't want to live and like. Then if I wanted to, because part of what I'm doing now, I booth at events and stuff, so I would have to travel so much, and I would have to get a car, and I would have to drive, and I can't drive. I really can't. So I would have to depend on someone else to do that for me, and I wouldn't get the support. It's like, now living in the city, you know, I have my friends close by as well, and they offer me a lot of support. Like, my roommate cooks all my meals. You know? So, like, my roommate cooks all my meals. And my friends help me with other stuff, and if I need to go somewhere, I have people that can help me. I have a lot of assistants where I live. There's also my therapist here. I have a specialist here. Like, if I went back to live in the countryside, I would have to travel here to see my therapist, which would be like basically impossible because there's no decent public transit system in the countryside. So I wouldn't have like the support that I need to live. Someone who needs a lot of help. I hate to admit it. I hate to admit it, but I'm a high support need person. Wish I had friends like that. I wish I didn't have to rely on my friends like that. Huh? I wish I could be independent. But it's simply not realistic for me. And you know, my roommate gets paid to help me. The government pays them to provide support for me. So so it's kind of a win-win situation for me, at least. But I can't. I'm not someone who will ever be able to live independently. It's simply not possible. I forget to eat. I lose track of the days. I can't do my personal finances. even if you need them or or something else about being able to make those relationships. It's not so much. I had a really hard time making friends. Most of my life. But the very few friends that I did manage to make, they're really strong. The relationships are really strong. I'm very thankful for that. That's like very valuable to me. My friendships and relationships in general are very few. Even my parents, I only really speak to my mother, and my family is very large, but I only speak to a few people, and my circle is very small. It's very tight knit. Because I'm someone who needs a lot of help. I just need a lot of help. There's no other way to go about it. I can't do it by myself. I don't do it by myself. If I didn't have my mom helping me and my roommate helping me like daily, I would have to be in an institution. And I don't think anyone wants that. I don't handle my own stuff, I'm dead. No, you'd probably, if you were unable to handle all your own stuff, you would be institutionalized. That's how it works. That's how it works. That's how, my life works. Have a carny. But I'm trying really hard not to go back to the hospital, okay? It sucks. Listen, the nurses are so kind. And they bring me cookies, and I appreciate it. But I can't survive in an institution. I just can't do it. There's that does sound awful. What? That's life. Feeling well? I'm just, I don't know how I'm doing right now. I don't know how I'm doing right now. I have a lot of stuff that I need to start doing. A lot of stuff I need to get into. Sorry, I'm just thinking. How do I explain this best? I don't know. But shit, the honesty, you can be sad on stream. And here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm a very prideful person. I hate that I'm not able to do everything myself. I really hate it. I feel like a burden a lot. Which I hate. Ideally, I'd be a hermit somewhere in the mountains, and you wouldn't hear of me except by pigeon delivered letter every 6 to 12 months. And the only thing the letter would say is, I live, bitch. And that's it. But unfortunately, I am someone who needs a lot of support in order to just live. To just exist, I need a lot of support. I need to rely on other people, which I hate. I'm extremely independent. Messed up my 1 year and couldn't do anything on my own. Valuable lesson. Yeah. I'm a very prideful person. I hate depending on other people. I hate needing to rely on others. I hate it so much. But the truth is, if someone doesn't feed me, I forget to eat. And if someone doesn't do my taxes, I'm gonna end up in jail. And if someone doesn't, like, make sure I get my medications delivered to me on time, I will not have them. These, like, life management skills I can't do. I've tried so hard and burnt myself out so severely trying to do these things on my own, but I simply cannot. I simply cannot. It's a very hard thing to come to terms with, that your disability is disabling. Fuck. What do you do after that? What do you do after reaching that conclusion? Like, oh, you have a disability that disables you. Damn. Fuck. Guess I'll die. But then you have to live. You have to. Because your mom would be sad. I have to keep telling myself my mom is less sad dealing with my bullshit than she would be if I died. So I gotta live. That's all you can do. And that's life. Kind of the same. I'll have too much on my plate when I move into my own place. I'll probably hire cleaners to clean the bathroom, husband, and kitchen weekly. Oh god, wouldn't that be nice? I do have a so here's a little bit of about my living situation. Here's a little bit about my living situation. I live with a roommate. This roommate is my like daily support. Kind of like a caretaker, you know? They're kind of like my caretaker. They make sure I eat every day, and that I go outside from time to time, and that I have at least one conversation per day that isn't on the internet, and that I sleep. That I don't go multiple days without sleeping. That's their job. And in exchange, in a way, so that I don't feel like I am just burdening someone else, I take care of the housework, like cleaning. I clean the house, basically. I do the dishes, I clean the house. I do the laundry. I have a really hard time doing it. It was fine before when I didn't have classes. I can't do it now that I have classes. I can't do school and keep up with housework at the same time. I can't do it. Everything has fallen into disarray. Did I try someone I could rely on for that? When I move to my own place, if I think that's a fair split. Hope so. I hope it's fair. Roommate has very little free time because they work a full-time job and then also like a side hustle. They're kind of the opposite of me, where they are very good at like just doing the job that they're told and like being good at it and getting paid and moving up the corporate ladder. But that means that roommate doesn't have a lot of free time. So in order for roommates to not spend their free time having to do chores, I do the chores. Just had inches of trying to talk to you about it. Sometimes we clash. There's no like easy way to go about it. Sometimes we clash. It's like, oh, I'm doing school now, so I can't do as much as the housework, so you need to do it. Well, but I'm also taking care of you while having a job and a part-time job, so like I don't have time. I don't have the time or energy. And I'm like, well, I don't have the time or energy, so then there's friction. There's friction in the daily life. It's just how it is, but cannot be helped. Cannot be helped. I feel like for as long as you have to deal with other people, you will clash. I still believe in anything others, but solitude can be so enamored with it. I don't get lonely easily though. I was a shut-in for a very long time, and I get enough socialization just from streaming. I don't feel the need to like be with people very much. Hi, Divak. That's my family all the time. I cannot relate. I can relate to a degree. Listen, the clashes with my family were so bad that I had to cut all contact with my dad permanently. So that's yep. Yep. I cannot live with my parents at all. It's just fundamental incompatibilities. I can't do it. Yeah, I feel like I've yapped a lot. I think I've yapped a lot. That break series is gonna start soon. So I'm gonna take a small break and go to the bathroom, and then we're gonna draw. Okay, I'm gonna be in a better mood when we come back. Hopefully, I think maybe, probably. But I'm gonna draw today. I want to work on the vegan challenge. I think I have a cool idea for it. So, yeah. We've yapped a lot. We've yapped for an hour. So I'm gonna get to drawing. So I will be right back while the ads play, and you're not gonna miss anything. And now we can draw a ciel phantomhive for the vegan challenge. See you soon!
One moment, please. Second. Give me a second. Wow. It's not a good sign. Why is that not working now? Oh boy, okay. Then please How do I do this? Hello. Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. Wow. It's not a good sign. Why is that not working now? Oh boy, okay. Well, alright then. One moment, please. Second. Give me a second. Wow. It's not a good sign. Why is that not working now? Oh boy, okay. Well, alright then. One moment, please. Second. Give me a second.
I'm back. Time to draw. So, I saw, so the region challenge this month's team is Rose. Hold on. The heck? There we go. As a theme for this month's challenge, and I saw this video of someone making a channel. Congrats on your stream streak. I saw someone make this like perfume bottle like oshikatsu thing, and I wanted to draw ciel. That's the inspiration. That's the inspiration today. I really like that it's like a Dior bottle too. Hi, sausage. A little busy right now. Oh, you don't care? You're gonna jump on my lap anyway. Okay. Busy. You cannot sit here. No. Wait. I think this would be like a good starting point. Sorry, my cat is wigging out in the background. Ignore that. Just ignore him. It's fine. Can you like draw for UV texture maps? I kinda wanna make a game. Hi Lindsay Lab, welcome. No. No. I'm a character illustrator. I draw characters. I don't know what possessed you to assume that I did that one very specific thing when I'm currently drawing an anime boy, but the answer is no, not really. Play anything? Yes. Also, hi Farco. I play Project Diva. I like the Resident Evil games. I played couple of the played a couple of the Silent Hill games. I like them. I really liked like PS2 horror, the ones I've played so far at least. whatever's random. And Hana-chan. Hi. Repeat patapong? Dordong? No. No, I have not tried any of those games. I've never even heard of them. Original is a PSP would be age appropriate for you? I wasn't allowed to play games growing up. I only got into games as an adult. So, whatever you think is age appropriate for me. Wrong. I wasn't allowed to play video games until I moved out. Cool rhythm game. I like Mustache and I like Project Eva. I'm satisfied with my rhythm game selection for now. You like playing visual novels? Not really. I kind of don't like games with mucho texto. I just prefer to read manga. I also I'm not a big fan of things with multiple endings, except for needy. Okay, I like Dempa style games. Like I like Needy Streamer Overdose. Or sorry, I keep mixing up the Japanese titles with the English title. In Japanese, it's Needy Girl Overdose, and in English, it's Needy Streamer Overload. I really like Needy Girl, but that's kind of where my interest ends. And I small cut on my finger and I feel bad for you because okay, give me your hand over here. Give it over. Give me your hand. Oh, and think. There you go. Feel better. Is there any other game where you can be the computer? I don't think so. There probably is. To manage family of 12 kids, how happy is that? 12 kids sounds like my own personal brand of hell, so no thank you. Also, I feel bad for whoever had to push 12 kids out. My grandmother had 14 children, and honestly, she should have gotten a medal for that. My grandma been in the trenches, yeah. Let's not romanticize having that much trauma to your body. Because it's awful. And it's basically impossible for 2 adults to take care of 12 kids. Like, there's gonna be neglect somewhere along that way, and I'm not comfortable with that idea. Basically, have to raise each other. Yeah, that's what happened with uncles and aunties, and it was hell. Everybody hated it. even when our cousins, like, I'm an only child, but because there were so many cousins, we also ended up having to, like, look after each other, and I never want kids. That from a young age, I was like, no, not for me. No, thank you. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, my roommate. He's merely 46 people. The is clearly not enough. You know what? Do whatever makes you family happy. You're like, I want 12 kids, but I'm also willing to marry 4 different women with their consent. Everyone will be happy. You know what? Power to you. I don't have anything against polyamory as long as everyone in it is happy and consenting. It's like me willing if your kid has bad stats to have another one, see if that one actually has a future. Brother over here bringing back freaking infanticide practices of the fucking Eskimo tribes. Brother over here trying to rebrand it's watching someone in real time trying to rebrand freaking what's it called? God, my brain is blanking. My brain is melted. Eugenics. That's what I'm trying to say. Can't believe I'm here to witness the gachification of eugenics. Eugenics and gacha are the same. If eugenics worked, we wouldn't have to deal with gacha players. Thought they were supposed to work on force filming, and now they're messing around. They have side projects. It's a passion project. You have to let them. You have to let them loose from time to time. Sorry, I'm looking for the reference image that I had a minute ago. Shit. There we go. Have a meal. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. How is she do? Yana sama. Yana sensei, よくわかんない。Okay, how does that ascension exactly? Like a... Oh, that's like a fast... Oh, わかったわかった. It's like one of these. Don't quote me on that. The rest flares out. Come on. Gigasen. Come on. 75 minutes Suki Seven, how do I actually plane ticket? It's actually a perfume bottle. It's a perfume bottle. But Sebastian has put ciel in a suitcase a couple times. That has happened. Smell like ciel sweat. Does it spray the sweat when using a perfume bottle? I saw. Two of the same kind of perverts in quick succession like that. We're gonna get a bad rep. reflects the streamer. Oh my さあ凝ってるよ。凝ってますよ。 can't tell if this is turning out good. Literally nothing I draw, I feel like it turns out good. I love his peak. Thank you. Spank this man, thank you. go high. したな。
Hikari QB just redeemed hydrate.
Thank you. And this stretch. Oh, crunchy. Crunchy spine. You feeling better, Hikari? How's your cold? This is your host Wanda, by the way. Ciel phantomhive. No. This is just another gaki that I must punish. I don't have husbandos. Good evening, officer. Good evening. How's your cold? You didn't answer me. How's your cold? Are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. Survived? Good. Good to know. No inheritance yet. So it's definitely because I seen cold and I seen cold. I cannot relate. Don't go outside. I'm pretty sure if you said yes, use it to like 24, 26 or something more than like 20. Can't relate because I'm either home where it's warm and I don't go outside, or if I'm at school, they don't turn on the heating for us. My school never turns on the heating. So being outside and being inside is the same thing. It's cold everywhere. Ice Cold Fox, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Nemetopia. Hope you enjoy your time here, because there's no way out you're in here forever. Hello! Preferably cozy temperature in my room, groovy now. It's pretty cozy in my room too. My apartment, we don't pay electrical, so I just blast the radiator all day. It's pretty magical. To be honest. That was for thank you. Thank you. Spin? Why do you guys always redeem spins when it's cursed? So cursed. I have to those assholes on 19k points. I will put a timer on the spin. I will put a cooldown on that shit. This is your only warning. Just automate it. I don't like doing it, but This type of ribbon is called a cravat, in case you're wondering. clip your Yappa and post it on YouTube. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. There. As long as you tag me, it's fine. Encouraged even. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, welcome everybody. I'm drawing ciel for the vegan challenge for this month. Welcome in. Put a name in the description. Thank you, Kakaibon. That'll do. That'll do, citizen. That'll do. Play Terraria and stream today. Nice. I'm gonna give it a shout out. None of my mods are up today. I think. I know he's sleeping. So have fun playing Terraria. The hololive girlies have been playing Terraria lately. Peko-chan and Noira and Mighting. I've been catching little bits of it when I can. Well, little bits. I did watch like 3 hours of it today, but I just mean I haven't been able to get the whole streams lately. But it's been fun. I've played the Terraria a little bit. There's a new update, that's why. Oh yeah, I also heard of that. But played Terraria a little bit once. Just for a little bit. I might get back to it at some point, but I feel like Terraria is best enjoyed with friends, right? Am I wrong about that? Is it not just one of those games where it's more fun to play with a group? Kind of looks that way. Buttons. So many ruffles in this outfit. Why did I choose this one? Why did I choose this one? because of the ruffles. I did it to myself. Kitten Bunny! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Nematopia. Hope you enjoy your time here, because there's no way out. You're in here forever. Welcome in. Chose this outfit because I like ruffles. Nemuri Bon, when she asked to draw the ruffles, she signed up for a no. How could I do this to me? I feel like Yana Sensei purposefully chose like the sluttiest era in historical men's outfits to set Black Butler in. I have nothing but respect for Yana Sensei. I say this with only love and respect in my heart. so I'm just really sleepy. I have yet to find the cure for being a sleepy girl. Actually, the cure is coffee, but I've been out of coffee for almost a week. I am suffering greatly. to reply to something really quick. Give me a second. even know, bro. The heck? Brain is melting. There's so many freaking ruffles. Person who decided to draw a million ruffles. How could I do this to me? How could I do this to me? Do it for Sierra. I will do it for Sierra. Sketching ruffles is so fun, and then actually drawing them is so painful. Ruffles lure you into a false sense of security where you're like, haha, this is fun, it's just squiggly lines. And then you have to ink the goddamn drawing and you're suffering the whole way through. Ah! The ruffles I sketched while feeling bold. Wah! Hold on a second. 1 second. Hey, excuse me, sorry about that. I had to take care of something real quick. Logistics, they'll be the death of me. I was feeling so confident when I drew all those ruffles. Look at me now. A cautionary tale if there ever was one. that is gonna be it for me. Let's find someone to raid. So tired. Those ruffles really took it out of me. I gotta say. Tina! We're gonna go say hi to Chi. Let's give her my love. Thank you everybody so much for coming. Thank you for staying. Glad for hanging out, makes that for hanging out with you. Please give it Chi lots of love for me and so enjoy her karaoke. I'm really talking off. These ruffles took it out of me. So bye bye and then go.